Hi guys! Welcome back to Glitter and Nom Nom. I am Annette if you are new here. So today, I am going to be doing a mostly full face with makeup that I hate. Like, I'm actually going to be doing a video following this one of me destroying all of this makeup. Let's get right to it. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face, and I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. I do not like this stuff. It makes my face feel greasy as fuck. It doesn't fill in the pores the way I want it to, and I don't feel like it smooths me out at all. And it just kind of makes my makeup deteriorate as I get oily throughout the day. This one's probably more of just, this isn't for my skin type. Foundation. So for foundation, I've done a review of this. I will put it up here. The Rimmel Stay Matte Shine Control Liquid Mousse Foundation. I hate this stuff more than I hate most things. And on top of that, I'm going to be applying this shit with this, which I believe is Revlon. This sponge, they came out with a whole line of these red sponges, and I got this one to try, and it is hard as fuck. This is soaked, and it did not grow in size. This is like the same size it was before. And it's just kind of a miserable sponge. I'm sure there are people out there who might like this, but I find it is just too dense. It does not blend my normal foundation well at all, and it kind of just makes me hate things. Hello. A little bit of this foundation actually goes a very long way, and I just put a ridiculous amount on here. This stuff just sits on my skin like absolute shit. Winston, don't eat that. Oh, here, it's doing it, it's doing it. Can you see? It just sits around all of the pores. That just shouldn't happen. So I actually don't have a concealer that I hate or a setting powder that I hate. So I'm gonna just skip this step because I'm kind of just, I don't know, reliving the horrors of all of this crap. That forehead though. So I'm gonna do my brows real quick, and the product I have for that is, I don't know if this was from Wish or from Amazon, but it is by the brand Non-EU, it looks like. This isn't actually a terrible product, but I don't like this style of brow pencil. It's very just blocky, and you have to press very hard, I find, to get any sort of product out. This isn't like it shouldn't exist kind of product. It's just a not for me product. Oh yeah, I guess I should say this now. If you use and love any of these products, no offense. Like, none whatsoever. I really just, this is a personal thing. This is a very personal video, and I'm not here to upset anyone. Jeez. I've got my Groucho Marx brows on again, guys. No. I'm gonna be using, now, I just want to say, I don't hate this palette. I do not hate the Crown Nova palette as a whole. What I do hate is how fucking tiny these pans are. And I realize this is supposed to be a travel palette, like it's supposed to have everything you need all in one palette, but to be perfectly honest, I really just, I cannot stand bronzers and blushes that are this size. So I'm throwing this in here because I don't have an actual bronzer or blush that I hate per se. I just feel like having to use a tiny, that actually looks good. I just feel like having to use a tiny highlight brush to get into my bronzer and my blush, put it on my face, and then use a completely different brush to blend all this out is a major inconvenience. See, okay, look, foundation in action, it's gone. It's all on here. And even when I did set this when I wore it, it did the same thing. I'm gonna go into the blushes here and rosy up these cheeks. I don't even really need the blush because I kind of just need to take the foundation off, which is exactly what these blushes are doing. Oh my god. It's too small. And this foundation sucks balls. Alright, let's do some eyes. So the first thing I'm gonna go into for shadow is this Joe Fresh little try thingy. Now these colors are absolutely beautiful, and actually this color I'm not including in this. It's just these two. This one I actually want to depot and repress and put in a Z palette. Basically these don't show up worth shit. Take a bit of this dark one, and I'm gonna just fluff this all over my eye because it's barely gonna show up anyway. And this bitch cost me $10. $10 for 3 eyeshadows that don't show up on your face. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna throw on my face is, this is a color tattoo Maybelline crayon. I just read that in a weird order. This is an eye pencil. I hate eye pencil. This one again is a personal preference, people. Like, let me just be clear here. The stuff I'm going to be destroying is the stuff that I hate because it's absolute shit. Next, I do not have an eyeliner I hate, so I'm going to be using, this is called That Man Is Playing Galaga. I love the name of this, but it is from Shiro Cosmetics. Oh, Shiro. Their stuff looks so beautiful on the website, and they were the ones, their stuff is so gimmicky and funny that you almost have to buy it just for the sake of the gimmick. Like, that's basically what it is. But this stuff, it's supposed to be black with multicolored sparkles, and you know what? It goes on really beautifully. But the second you try to blend it, all of the beautiful goes away and it's just a plain old black eyeshadow. I'm gonna attempt to repress this, and then you guys will see what I'm talking about. You can maybe hopefully see that this is sparkly. This is about the only way you can get it to go on pretty. Oh, there I go, taking off more of my foundation. Here, I will try to show you. Oh, what is that? So I'm hoping you can see the sparkle in it, but if you can't, the more you work with it, like if you were trying to use this as a regular eyeshadow, the sparkle would be gone. And I realize this is going all over the place because it is not an eyeliner, but I wanted to fit this in somehow, and this was the only way. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Clarins Paris Mascara Supra Volume. This stuff, 1, does fuck all for my lashes, 2, has a massive wand that I hate, and 3, literally just melts off my face. Don't like it. It's an expensive mascara. So editing me totally forgot to mention that one of the main reasons I really hated this mascara is because it transfers everywhere. Like, when I say it made a mess, it literally made a huge fucking mess. And it took days to come off. Like, it came off my lashes, but then somehow I was still waking up with raccoon eyes for like a week. Lastly, we got lips. If you missed my Ipsy try on, I'll put it up here again for you, because this stuff, the Mellow Cosmetics, this lipstick, I don't know if it's the color, like what happened with the formulating of this particular lipstick, but it was patchy as hell when I first tried it on. I've got nothing on under. I think when I did my Ipsy video, I had, hello poop, I had a chapstick on underneath this. So I'm hoping that that's kind of what made it patchy, because I saw other people wearing this and it looked so good on them, and I kept wondering what the fuck is wrong with my face that I can't make this lipstick look good. Maybe doing this video will make me understand what I did wrong. I think Winston thinks I'm eating something. I don't have food, honey. This time it's just bleeding into my face. It is feathering like crazy. Maybe this really is just the color. I don't know. Obviously my application was not good. Still don't like it. This is doing weird things, and I think even with a lip liner this would still bleed. So I think I'm gonna destroy this too. Why not? We're gonna do it. We're gonna wreck stuff. This is my full face of makeup that I hate. I'm gonna take this shit off before I start to go crazy. Tune into the next video where we literally melt all of this stuff. You'll see.